Hello, I am very excited to announce that we have finally concluded the FY26 budget to prepare you all for our students next year. I want to thank each and every one of you for your feedback, your support, your input as we put together our needs-based budget for next year. I also want to thank our amazing school board, our board of supervisors, for all of their support, all of their hard work to approve this budget to make sure that we are doing all that we can to get you what you need. There were three priorities as we worked through this budget, and the first priority was our compensation packages for you. First, we made sure that we got a 4.9% increase for our teachers. We received a 5.6% average increase for our classified staff, a 4.4% average increase for our other professionals, as well as a 3.4% for our administrators, supervisors, and coordinators. On another note, we did get some good news recently that we did receive some additional funding from the state that we were counting on to get us some additional staff per our staffing standards. We are very excited that we are getting very close to being fully staffed across the school division, again, in order to meet the needs of all of our students. Our second priority was really focusing on our instructional initiatives, which was to add on additional positions based on our new staffing standards. So initially, we were looking at adding 8 additional positions, but then, as I mentioned, we did receive some additional money from the state, so we are now going back to our school board to add on some more positions with that additional funding. That is going to be a very, very good add-on for our school division as we continue to respond to the growth as well as meeting the needs of all of our students. We also looked into providing some additional support for our special education staff because that was an area that we recognized that we needed some additional support. We want to make sure that we're able to compensate our current special education staff, provide them with the compensation that they deserve, as well as providing them with additional supports and resources as we continue to work together to meet the needs of all of our amazing students. The last initiative was taking a look at our operational funding to make sure that we are providing all of the supports that we need for our day-to-day operations. So we are adding on some additional modulars as we continue to grow and add on additional schools and expansions. We are still in a spot where some of our schools are still overcrowded. So until those expansions or add-ons happen, we are going to have to add some modulars to some of our schools, such as Middletown and James Wood Middle School. As I've always mentioned to you, safety and security is so important to us and is so important to me. So that is something that we've also wanted to add on some additional support so we can look at intruder locks, cameras, and other support so we can continue to make safety and security our priority. We also looked at adding some additional buses, adding on some additional Chromebooks for our students. We also looked at adding on a transfer to our school nutrition fund, and we've also added on a human management system and a data management system, which is going to be a huge step for this school division as we continue to track our data, track how our students are performing to get all of you the information you need to drive your instruction, as well as our human management system, because that is also something we need to get ahead of in regards to how we're retaining teachers, how we're recruiting teachers, and just overall operating on a day-to-day. I want to thank each and every one of you for all of your hard work, to your dedication to our students, to our community, and we cannot do this without you. So there is a lot of work that goes into this budget to get you the supports and resources you need to meet the needs of all our students. Thank you for your time, and we're looking forward to seeing you all very, very soon. Thank you.